Hi everyone, this is Jocelyn from Innovactive. In the last video, we discussed how the 5 components of metabolic health are all under the control of insulin. With less than 1 in 8 Americans considered as metabolically healthy, I will talk today about various strategies to help sustain metabolic health. First, let's talk about diet. There is a great amount of research on how carbs, fat, and protein intake affect metabolic health. Carbohydrates include fibers, complex carbs, and simple sugars. High fiber intake generally reduces insulin and improves insulin sensitivity. Fibers can also increase satiety and help control body weight. Slow carbohydrates, also known as low GI carbs, will reduce the rise in triglycerides and HDL cholesterol. On the other hand, simple sugars, such as those found in processed foods or soft drinks, tend to increase triglycerides and reduce HDL. Dietary fats, just like carbohydrates, come in different types. The intake of saturated and trans fats is known to affect insulin signaling, while monounsaturated fats have the opposite effect. Monounsaturated fats decrease LDL and triglyceride levels, and they also increase HDL. Polyunsaturated fats have an even larger effect, and in the case of omega-3, can even help reduce blood pressure, regulate inflammation, and globally improve cardiovascular health. Protein intake may also increase satiety and help with body composition. Proteins induce insulin release with almost the same dose response as glucose. However, there is no clear relation between high protein intake and loss of insulin sensitivity. So, what happens if we apply those principles in real life? The Mediterranean diet involves eating mostly plant-based foods, such as whole grains, vegetables, legumes, fruits, nuts, seeds, herbs and spices, with olive oil as the main source of fat, along with a moderate consumption of fish, seafood, dairy, and poultry. Red meat and sweets are eaten only occasionally. So it has fibers, low GI carbs, and unsaturated fats. In a large meta-analysis regrouping data from 50 studies and over 500,000 volunteers, the Mediterranean diet improved metabolic health by reducing waist circumference, triglycerides, systolic and diastolic blood pressure, blood glucose, and by increasing HDL. The second strategy to support metabolic health is regular physical activity. Engaging into moderate intensity physical activity, less than 1 hour per week, increases the odds of poor metabolic health by 60% compared to being active 3 hours per week or more. This is because physical inactivity affects insulin signaling, and that change can occur rather rapidly. For example, reducing steps from 6,000 per day to 1,400 can affect insulin signaling in less than a week. Intervention trials with aerobic training and resistance training show an increase in muscle glucose uptake. In some studies, the improvement in insulin signaling with exercise was significant even without a change in body weight or waist circumference. There seems to be a question remaining on the target organ of resistance and aerobic training. While aerobic training has shown clinical improvements in both muscle and liver insulin sensitivity, the effect of resistance training seems directed mainly toward muscle insulin sensitivity. So, we saw different strategies to help support metabolic health through diet and physical activity. In our next video, we'll talk about dietary supplements showing positive results for metabolic health. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions about what we learned today. Thanks for watching.